finance a recent string of pro-business measures it announced. Where's the money going to come from?
That's right. That's the key question. And Le Figaro says the government is desperately looking for 50 billion euros in savings. Now, this is because Hollande at the new year announced a new social democrat turn. He promised to cut public spending and all these pro-business measures, namely cutting labor costs for businesses that create jobs. But that key question, where is the government going to come up with this money? Well, Hollande is holding the second meeting of something known as the Strategic Council on Public Spending, aimed at slashing public spending. And Le Figaro points out that a lot of people, both on the left and the right, are actually quite pessimistic about this. And there are a lot of rumors circulating around Parliament that this is a mission impossible for the government.
All right. Well, another hot topic in the French press today. The international press is the Sochi Winter Olympics.
That's right.
The 50 billion that François Hollande's looking for.
That's right, exactly.
Somebody should tell him that.
Well, Le Parisien focuses on the French athletes who are going to be competing in these games. The 116 French athletes exactly. Aujourd'hui en France calls them gold diggers. Basically, the aim is to beat France's previous record, which is 11 medals, which it won at the previous Olympic Games in Vancouver. So good luck to them.
All right. Well, international papers are also focusing on the political climate, with several leaders boycotting the opening ceremony to protest Russia's anti-gay legislation.
That's right. It's in the lead up to the games, we've been focusing on so many other things. It's easy to forget that it was about the athletes, but there's a lot of focus on the president, Vladimir Putin. Now, Le Croix says that these Sochi games are really a gamble for the president. These are the most expensive games in Olympic history, and Le Croix says that Putin is really hoping this will strengthen both his image and Russia's image. L'Opinion is a little bit more cynical and calls these Sochi games Tsar Putin's Potemkin Games. Now, Gregory Potemkin was a favorite and a lover of the Russian Queen Catherine II, and he built a fake village to impress the Queen and several foreign dignitaries who were visiting the region that he was governing, and he did this to hide all the misery that was really there. So a lot of people are saying this is kind of similar for Putin.
All right, well, now we're going to finally be talking about the anti-gay legislation.
That's right. Let's take a look at a cartoon in The Independent today where you can see a ski jumper sliding off Putin's nose there with that gay flag on his suit. But you can see mouth covered and arms tied behind his back. Now, there's an interesting piece in China Daily by Dmitry Trenin. He's the director of the Carnegie Moscow Center, and he reminds us that, politics is no stranger to the games. Modern Olympic Games are never entirely free from politics, so it's no surprise that we're talking so much about it now.
All right, well, a lot of focus as well on the threat of a terrorist attack during the games.
That's right. Now, there's an article in the Daily Beast today that says that terrorists could already be inside Sochi. This is a pretty scary piece that says that Russia has hired thousands of workers to work, in Sochi, but before the ring of steel was closed around the Olympics. And according to this article, security experts believe that these militants could just be waiting to strike.
All right. Thank you very much, Florence Filomeno, with that look at the world headlines and also the French headlines. And now for our headlines, a look once again, if you're just joining us.